Hello. Just doing some VOD review. The girlfriend's asleep. I've been on the grind, but I've been meaning to do some VOD review on stream so I can look back on it. Maybe take some notes. We'll see what the vibe is. I think that my insight can be really good, but I also want to improve it. So, just gonna get into it. Gonna mute the video. This is Mutace versus Lima. Not Mutace versus Lima. Mutace versus Cola at Port Priority 8. I think this was a top... No, this wasn't a top 8 qualifier. I think the loser of this got 13th. Because then Mutace went on to fight Umeki to qualify for top 8, if I recall correctly. So... anyways, just gonna hop right into it. If I take some notes, it'll be for my own viewing pleasure. Well, I didn't want that. Let's try. There we go. I'm gonna pass my friend the link. Make sure I'm streaming to the right channel in the first place. Am I an idiot? Might have to switch back over to Twitch. Fuck. How do I keep it a $1.50? I don't know where the fuck this is getting streamed to. There we go, I found it. Cool. Now that I've found where my own stream is going to, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Alright. Alright. Actually get into it. They started PS2. I don't really... They didn't go PS2 for the rest of the set, so I don't know if this was kind of just like a throwaway, like... you know, go PS2 because it's PS2. But clearly, even then, it's not something that Cola was particularly opposed to. So I know there are a couple matchups where I won't go PS2. I guess Peach isn't one of them. I find PS2 to be a little problematic sometimes versus Peach. But that might be to my own incompetence. I'm gonna decrease the playback speed. I don't need to decrease the playback speed. There'll probably be a lot of rewinding though. Cola did at the start of the match what I do all the time, which is put myself above Peach. And the thing is with like VOD reviewing these players is I don't know the extent to how Galaxy Brain these players are. This isn't a game like League, you know, where there are people playing like 10 hours, 16 hours a day. So I think top level has a lot further to go, but at the same time, I think players like Mudace and Cola are super freaking smart. So I'll see something like this, where Mudace puts himself under the platform at the very start, and I have to think, did they predict Cola going above them? And I'm going to say probably not, but I still think that's good to do against Roy in the first place as Peach, because he didn't cover it. Like, he pulled Turnip, got off platform, and didn't cover Cola being on plat. Peach is one of those characters where it's just, like, really scary. Like, a lot of times, it feels like you're in the advantage as Roy when you're on the platform above the opponent. But not really against Peach. Okay. This, I do want to highlight every time a player gets a hit, but it feels like here there wasn't a ton to learn. He like fared a shield, nared, caught the turnip, and then there was like a scramble afterwards. It's like a little scramble, and then an opening came of that. And I really want to like focus on like controlled, like very controlled neutral openings and like advantage states and stuff. Less so, oh, got a stray hit because this move didn't work as intended type deal. I do like the rising up air into back air. It wasn't a combo, but Peach's air drift is like bad enough to where that, like, that's good to catch. So that's good to note. Also, Cola did lose this set, but he took game. So I can't fault him on putting himself on platforms until he starts getting punished. Right there, I wonder if I just want to see this again. He's spacing fair, spacing air. It makes sense that like back air out of shield would be like not bad against cross up aerials in this matchup, because a lot of times you fear, you know, they cross up your shield, you go for a back air, they shield it in time, and then they get like an out of shield option. But Peach isn't really, it's not really going to happen because she's so floaty. She didn't even touch the ground at the time. I am going to lower it a little bit because I'm tired of skipping back so much, so it's going to go a little slower. I really also want to highlight like how he keeps Mudace in the corner. He doesn't keep him in the corner here, but that is a part of my game plan, or my gameplay that I do struggle with. Feels like I'm just kind of swinging sometimes. And again, I want things to be as controlled as possible. That was really good spacing on the float. The Mudace floated at such a range where the double jump up air, like immediate double jump up air, like the one that would be hard to react to, would be out of range. If Cola had like done his full hop and then double jumped and gotten like the max height out of it, Mudace would have been able to react at that point. So really good stuff from Mudace. Float height is like really important. Also, that was kind of cold. I don't know if Cola meant to just... Yeah, he just knows turnip range. What the heck? That's really good to note. I actually want to put that down because I don't know exactly how far turnip goes when thrown from Peach. I know it's different depending on the character. I'm going to look at that later. Mudace versus Cola. Look at throw range. Turnip. Because that was a smash input throw, and it still didn't reach him. It'd be helpful to know mine too, but... Let's see, how did he seal this stock? He's doing a bunch of run-up shield, which I guess makes sense. It's not like Peach is going to be standing there and just grabbing you. Like, she's probably going to be grabbing you out of out of a mix-up in like a close quarters scenario. But just running up and shielding Peach doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world. I do think it's interesting that right here, Cola... I know what I would have done is I would have hit Mudace with the back hit of Nair after this stock. I would have hit Mudace with the back hit of Nair, and I would have attempted to get like a bigger conversion off of that, but he ended up going for Bear instead. I can't fine-tune this as much as I want to. Whatever, I'll just watch it again. Okay. He keeps putting himself above Mudace, and that doesn't sit right with me, but he hasn't gotten hit for it yet. I wonder... That's actually another interaction. He went to the platform on the right side, and then like dodged Mudace's up air, but as a result, you know, he avoided the up air, and then Mudace didn't have time to cover another option, so he like kind of baited a swing there off the Angel platform, which got him away for the rest of the invincibility period. Yeah, I would have gone for a Nair here, but it looks like he just went for Bear, which is interesting. I guess with the intent to frame trap. I'm gonna look at it again. But yeah, but then Mudace jabbed, which I think probably was about the only thing that he could have done to get out of that. That was good. Instead of swinging, Mudace had positioned himself. To where he could cover the aerial whiff, but Cola just landed and down tilted, which I'm pretty sure has more range than like landing fair. Just a tad though, so there was like some good microspacing there. Really good stuff. Like right here, he could have run off fair, but he ran off down tilted, and it still won out. Got a sweet spot also. Whereas if he had just landed with the fair, he would have gotten a sour spot. So I wonder if that's like an autocorrect. I wonder if Cola is like has like trained himself to where if he does a runoff, or he attempts to run off platform with the intent to fair and realizes that it's not going to hit and it's just going to whiff, and then he just lands and down tilts, that could be a really good cover. That could be a really good coverall. Obviously still punishable, especially if the person's like charging a smash attack or something. Like they know you're about to land there. But landing and then using down tilt is probably better than like whiffing the aerial. Depends on the frame advantage too. And like what they can do out of shield. But I am going to jot that down real quick. Consider landing and down tilting when the runoff fair. And I could definitely train myself to like recognize that scenario. I just think that's really interesting. I don't know if that was like intentional, but I think it could have benefits People may not realize. That was risky, punishing the back of, or like, attacking the back of Mudace's shield like that. There's just so much to learn from top level play, it's great. Yeah, that jab was super like, oh shit. But I guess he wouldn't have died to the back air out of shield. That was just a good punish. Colo's like feeling himself, but that's actually, I can just do back airs out of shield if I'm, obviously it could get stuffed out by their bear, but if their back's to me and I'm like, they're like pressuring the back of my shield, if I can back air with it on their shield with enough drift to like avoid the grab, I don't think there's anything that they can do if I like dash away immediately after. So I'm gonna put that down too. Interesting. And now a lot of the stuff that I like to do as Roy, which is like hit and then run away, there's not a lot Peach can do about that, so Peach really needs to like take really good advantage of their stage control. Right there, Cole was fairing Mudace's shield, but there was nothing that Mudace could really do about it because it was spaced. That could have been an up B, but Cola wanted the positional advantage instead. So instead of going for up B, he just got on the other side of Mute. It didn't pay out, but I like understand the thought process. Well, oh, that should have been dead for sure. Yeah, Cola is just, I really think his nerves are just showing this game, honestly. Like, he's making a lot of good moves, but I also think he is doing a lot of, like, preemptive, like, definitely swinging with less intent. And I'm not sure how well he knows this matchup, honestly. Damn, up tilt did not get punished by Peach from the front. That is really interesting. Because Mute went for the down air, which I think is the fastest thing that he could do. I guess he could do float canceled nair, maybe, but he went for the down air, which I don't think I would want to do the up tilt or the F tilt while it's not fresh, though. I just saw what you said, Copel. This matchup seems highly annoying for Roy because she can outmash Roy. Yeah. This match, I've been trying to figure out this matchup for a while, and it really does. It feels like I really have to use my speed to win neutral interactions and less like force scramble situations, and then use like my, my good up close game. I really think it's about like outranging her, using my speed to my advantage, and then once I realize that I'm not in a situation where I can control the pace of the game, I think I just need to get the fuck out of there. Like if we're right up on top of each other. Or like it could be situational and like whichever way her shield is facing. For the most part, I don't really want to outbox Peach. Yeah. It's definitely a weird one. I also feel like I get sour spots a lot in this matchup, but that might be controlled on the Peach's end. So Cola keeps doing that jump, but the jump is never getting punished. And it hurts me because the jumps, like, at a disadvantage is reminding me of myself. And Cola can do better than that. That jump, now he just up Bs. Okay. I don't think this is great gameplay from Cola, but there's definitely still stuff to be learned. What is this? What is he doing? Oh my god. It's his first tournament back. I mean, I'm sure, like, or it's not his first tournament, but I'm sure the nerves haven't completely, like, he hasn't gotten complete control of his nerves again. I see what he was going for there. I don't know what the better thing to do would have been. He meant to do like a faster double jump fair, I'd imagine, but he ended up getting full hop double jump. And the mashing is working. That's really smart. Oh my god, he's dead. Oh my gosh. He was feeling himself too much. He got lost in the sauce. As stupid as that sounds, that's like actually just what happened. I really like that though. Even if what came after was not the greatest. So Mudace wins the game on PS2 and Cola does not go back. I wish I could see their mouths so I could like lip read like what the stage bands are. See if I can figure it out. He went back? He doesn't go back. He goes back. Did he ban Smashville? Is that what Mudace just said? Put a lot of emphasis on beating float with superior range. Yeah, I don't like how mashy it feels sometimes, and a lot of times I do get sour spots, and it doesn't lead to much. Sour Spot Bear never like really gets me a tech chase on Peach, feels like. Okay, he goes to Smattlefield. And I think in the rest of the set it's like Hollow and Smashville or something like that. I'm not sure. They know this is a hot set though. Got a whole crowd watching. Like, I wish Cola played like this the whole... Like, if Cola played a calculated game the whole game, there'd be so much to learn. And there still is. Still a great player. That was the best thing to do. Another up air would have just made a juggle situation, but fair at least puts him on the ledge. So ending it like the combo horizontally is smart. And it's definitely something I could do in my play a little more. It looks like Mudace isn't like really landing center anyway. Kind of want to look at basically this whole stock again. Yeah, just interrupted his dash, won the scramble situation, or won the up close situation rather. There's a distinction to make there. Surely Mudace has money to buy him some better headphones. I always see him with the Apple earbuds, but he could totally like invest in Raycon. Speaking of which, this stream is sponsored by Raycon. I've actually heard that Raycon could be like not the greatest. That was good. Oh, this is Spirit Tracks music. Bum, ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba. I do like that. He like got as much damage in that interaction as I think he could. Fair, and then immediate. Yeah. I don't know if the up B was to get more damage, but he definitely like made the most of Mute being off stage. And now that I think about it, that offstage interaction, if he had done like he did like an immediate fair. If he had done like a rising aerial and then up B, Mute probably would have gotten to the ledge before him. But he did a falling fair, immediate up B. So. Why is this game going so well? Like, I'm sorry, I want to watch it again. Because I guess I'm stupid, but it doesn't, like, I must be missing something. Because I don't see anything, like, that has to do with the stage, per se. I guess, like, increased juggle ability, and he missed the tech, yeah, that's fine, and then he got, like, an edge guard on the lazy recovery. Caught his jump there, which is nice. And then right there, he went for the fair, but there were like a couple of things that Mute could have done, and he did one of them, so I think the fair was pretty bad, but I guess it's a call-out that works. And it lets Mute know that he's willing to do those call-outs. Just run up F-tilt, catches the jump. That was a good fair. Okay, yeah, he did catch him retreating to the corner, which is good. And then went for another fair, but this time it was slightly different. Okay. I think that most of what Cola has done so far has been, like, positional. Hasn't been, like, winning neutral. It's been, like, sending him into the right places and then capitalizing off of it. That fair, those fairs, that looked really mashy, but I thought those fairs were, like, really good, actually. I'll look at that again. The up tilt was a little eh. Like, yeah, fair, fair, fair. If he had just done another fair, it would have been fine. But up air would have netted more reward. But what he was trying to do there was cover, not combos. So I'm not sure why he went for up air at the end of that fair spam. And that's something that I can, like, add to my play, like, do better with my play. So I want to, like, see how he sets up that situation. Let's see. Doesn't look like Muta's really like covering platforms that much. I mean, maybe I'm just, like, overthinking that part of the matchup. Let's see. Hits him. And then he just follows his drift down. Like, he doesn't double jump over him to start the first fair. He does, like, a lower double jump. So not to get, like, crossed up by him. Which is smart. Basically, he, like, matched Mute's height minus a little. And then started spamming aerials. Maybe that's why he went for up air. Maybe he thought Mute would fall faster than... or fall slower than he did. I would have grabbed there. I totally would have grabbed there. It doesn't... yeah, Mute just hasn't been on the stage. And then when he does get hit, he's all of a sudden in the corner. Like, even at low percents, he'll get a combo. Right there, Cola knew that if he forward threw, he wasn't getting an edge guard, so he went for up throw. And went for covering a juggle. But honestly, it is kind of hard to kill Peach at this point. It is really good gameplay. I think that Cola is just abusing, like, the stage. Like, he really is abusing the stage. I'm surprised Mute just took that. No way, like, I think Cola has been a little overzealous in his turnip usage, and I think a lot of players are. Like, turnip is great and all. It's good in the hands of Peach, for sure. I'm sure it could set up some combos. But he used turnip to cover platform, and I think he could have just ran under an up air or something like that. I do want to watch that again, though. And, like, right here, The turnip is a detriment, but he's holding on to it. And it's a detriment because he doesn't have access to, he can't, like, do a fast fall aerial. I would have, like, I think if he had just Z-drop turnip and then did a fast fall aerial or something like that. But he's, like, adamant on holding on to this. Maybe it's for the crowd, honestly. I'm not sure. Okay, I guess he did get a good advantage off of it. Yeah. And that, honestly, that edgeguard attempt was really good. Cola's not playing like a bot this game, which is really nice. And I think that Roy can, like... That's true. Nobody gives them a reason to stop. I like the tomahawk. I really do. Yeah. I feel like whenever Cola, like, misses a kill that he should have gotten, he, like, goes for another kill, like, pretty soon after. Like, it's usually just a couple beats later. Gets this. 1, 2, yeah. Just kills him. So Mute surely doesn't go back to small battlefield, but goes to hollow, like, immediately. I'm, like, trying to think about this stage choice, and you would think that you don't want to go to a smaller stage against Peach. But Peach's disadvantage, like, it might be amplified on a bigger stage, and, like, the fact that it's a smaller stage could help. As long as you're good at avoiding the scramble situations, I suppose. A smaller stage gives Peach less stage to combo horizontally. I mean, we all saw the clip against Spargo where he killed him off of an up air. But Cola just spaced out Mute pretty well. Just outplayed him. That's really interesting. But then he went to hollow immediately after. I don't know what the deal with that was. We'll find out. But that's the only game that Cola takes in this set. So. What stages do you go to, Copel, against Peach? I don't imagine you fight very many. There was no hesitation to go into hollow. Mute had, like... I don't know if you prepared for this or what. Maybe he just wanted to listen to the music. Also, Cola used my skin the whole tournament. It looks like I got a switch. I'm all for the better player having the skin. But dang. I liked having that skin. That is a really cool nair. That sour spot nair, and then Roy just fell like a sack of bricks. Totally could have gotten a grab or something. That's really cool. The run-up down tilt, though. I think the run-up down tilt lost to, like, the one thing. Nope, no, it didn't even lose. Run-up down tilt, because they spawn so close, right? Yeah, you spawn so close to your opponent on Hollow Bastion. What the heck? I've never, like, noticed that. But I could totally run up and do a down tilt and interrupt their dashes, or, like, sour spot them for pulling a turnip or whatever. Because it's not like Peach is going to run up and do the same thing. Interesting. I do want to note that. I'm not crazy. I'm not like overanalyzing that, I don't think. I think that was just like really good. Yeah, I think the last game goes to Smashville. So there's something about Smashville over Hollow that Mute likes, or that Cola likes. Anyways. That dare, I do that dare all the time, but that dare is not good. I like this song from Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild. That name is the name of that game is so easy to like. Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild. It's so easy to skip words when you say it, but it's not as zesty as like Dragon Roost. Even I know it's a remix. It's not supposed to be the same as Dragon Roost, but it's just missing that like flavor. But I guess the Rito are like more. They're less like primitive. They're less about like they have a society. It's less about, oh, you have to scale the mountain, go to the Great Valoo and get the wings and yeah, start flying and shit. They don't live in rocks anymore, so it makes sense that this would be a little more chill. Societies do tend to mellow out a little bit as they get more advanced. At least the move from like primitive, like developing society to like a step above that. Okay, I need to stop talking about the Rito and their societal their societal habits and get back into this game. Okay. Okay, he is pressuring the platform a lot harder. That's the first time Cola's really gotten blown up for it. Mute just like control center. Mute's just controlling center this whole game. That was good. That was a good reaction. Just take your time on ledge against Roy. Blardy blar. Cola's playing a lot like he did the first game. Maybe it's not that Cola's playing a lot like he did the first game. Maybe it's that Mute Ace is making Cola play a lot like the first game. Let's say they went to PS2 first. I don't think PS2 was like a mistake per se. Maybe it wasn't the best choice, but I think Cola just played a bad game one. And he's kind of just getting outplayed again here. Because I would be getting outplayed more. But it really does feel like he just... Roy just seems to fall apart without a lead sometimes. I am definitely biased though. It's the homie. Surely Mute Ace doesn't like go for anything. Yeah, it's not really. So Saturn is not that substantial. That was good. I really liked the. Hello at my PC. Hello at my PC now. It is nice to meet you. Yeah, I don't think Mr. Saturn is like substantial at all. Honestly, it's like one of those things. It's like there's a comparison I can make. It's like having Link's bomb. Like the Link is always gonna know what to do after you've thrown the bomb, because it doesn't do any hit stun. They're always gonna know what to do with it more than you're gonna know what to do with it. Works well with their kit. And Mr. Saturn, like, I think it's just better to just get rid of Mr. Saturn, because you can just get back to playing the game instead of like hoping the opponent is going to shield. Personally, I don't like thinking about it, so I'll just go to Mr. Saturn and like chuck it. But I also think that maybe against like a worse Peach player, you could hope that their gameplay starts to revolve around getting to Saturn. Lots of up B this game by Colo. And it's only really getting punished when he's going to the No, it's getting punished just about every time. Never mind. Yeah, he is little homie. Can't cap. But I am trying to win the game. Maybe in friendlies he's little homie. But I'm such a fan of Mr. Saturn, I was gonna buy a keychain like that could fit in my fist at, what was it, Big House, I think? And I was like, yeah, I'll buy this if it's like $10. It was like $30. I did not buy it. Yeah, Cole was just scared. He just double jumped the heck out of the corner. He just got stage controlled that whole game. I got my Fago, my Moon Mist that I somehow found in Martinsville. I don't know how that happened. Ugh. I'm gonna do so much better at the next Big House. If I keep practicing and like VOD reviewing and like thinking about Smash for as much as I have been, and keep it up for a whole year, that's gonna be insane. Let's try a lip read again. Maybe Mute was generous this time. Maybe he said he was okay with going back to... No, he didn't say that. Oh, no. Okay. He went back to small battlefield. So I think Mute did say you can go back to small battlefield if you want. Oh, maybe he didn't ban Maybe he didn't ban it because he thought DSR was off or something like that. Who was that again, Copel? I forgot. Was DSR on this tournament? Actually, I'm going to go look at that right now. Port priority 8. I remember the port priority like rule set was a little different from what we've been accustomed to recently. Let's see. Rule set. 2 bans for best of 3, 1 ban for best of 5. It is best of 5, and it is full DSR. 7 stages, 1 ban, full DSR. So yeah, Mute banned something else. Probably Battlefield. I don't even know. But I think that he didn't ban small battlefield because he thought DSR was on. Cola didn't know DSR was on, went to small battlefield, Mutes corrected him. And Cola just went to PS2. Huh. I see. That's unfortunate, but what can you do? Unfortunately, as competitors, we kind of chosen to deal with that shit. I definitely wish we could just keep the game to the game, not have to worry about factors like that, but that's not how it is. Back into the game, back into the game. This is how Cola always starts. He just stands there and like watches. And then he like just gets impatient. He's like, okay, neither of us are approaching. Yeah. Here we go. No way Mute, like, that's really smart if Mute like saw the tomahawk nothing coming. Yeah, I think we all have. I think getting super excited, like, no, I think getting excited about winning feels really good when you're the one winning. I don't think I'd want to take that away from competition. I totally spaced out. My concentration for VOD review is waning a little bit. Why did he go back to PS2? Surely, like, is Small Battlefield and Battlefield really that different? So surely Mute's banned Battlefield. Surely. He must have banned Battlefield. Cola didn't want to go to Smashville or Hollow because of the way the game went with the stage control. So I guess his choices were... Town... Once you like take Smashville and Hollow out of the equation, I guess his choices were FD, Town, PS2, and I don't think FD... Would FD have been bad? I guess it wouldn't give Roy a place to run away to in those scramble situations. Why not Town? Maybe because of Toad? Maybe because of the big stage? I'm not sure. Why would you go... Mute must have banned either Town or Battlefield. Maybe Cola thought that the Battlefield platform was that substantial. Not sure. Like, that substantial in getting him at a disadvantage. Because I guess the Battlefield platform on top would dissuade Mute from going to the corner a little bit. And that's where Cola was getting most of his kills. So why didn't he go to Town? Weird. Weird. So Mute's banned Town. Surely. Mute's banned Town. Cola didn't want to go to Battlefield. Yeah, I don't usually think... like, I do think about stages for sure, but not this deeply. But I've been talking to Tony, the coach, and I've been learning a lot from him. I really want to use every advantage I have in order to get a win. So I definitely think that people can be playing the stage more than expecting the stage to go for them, to do the work for them. So I'm going to say that Mute's banned Town. Cola didn't want to go to Battlefield because of the middle platform dissuading Mute from going to the corner or like giving him a mix-up to his landings. And went PS2 as a result. That's what that's my story. That's what I'm going with. I'm very smart. Everybody is wrong except me. That fair... How early did that fair kill? At 93. It was a grounded counter, and Roy's counter is stronger on the ground. Countering fair. You could probably counter fair on reaction, if I had to guess. Fair grab instead of fair, wait for the reaction, do something. That's good. That's always the Roy mix-up, is are they going to mash on their shield and step back, or are they going to mash on their shield and then grab? It's just something I need to do more. I almost never, like, fair onto shield grab or something like that. I think Cola's playing fine, honestly. Damn. But I've kind of, like, gleaned all the information that I want to get from this set. This song is awesome. This is Wind Waker. Yep, this is Ariel's theme. Such a good song. Yeah, my attention's definitely waning. I wish I could, like, focus on this a little more. I'll probably play Smash after this. Maybe not stream it. But I did want to get this VOD out so I can look at it later. See if there's anything that I missed, or... Spot dodges. Yeah. Mute totally could have shielded that. Yeah, I think he just played bad the first game. That was pretty bad. And I think Cola is right now taking advantage of, like, a change of pace compared to the rest of the set. And I'm not sure that he's forcing the change of pace himself. I think that he might just be nervous, honestly. And he's, like, doing the things that always work now, instead of, like, thinking. And it's not working against Mute Ace because... It's not working because it's fucking Mute Ace. Is he up airing Casper? Let's analyze whether or not Cola is up airing Casper. I really like that. Maybe I didn't go back far enough to analyze the Casper dispute. Let's see. Why is my VOD not playing Gra? I just wanted to analyze if beginning of the last stock. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. When I said that he, like, wasn't playing bad and then he, like, fared, up aired. I think he just, like, meant to land on stage. Yeah, I think he just meant to double jump and, like, cover his landing. So, like, even though it's funnier to, like, say that it was Casper, he, like, fares, and then he's still under mute, so he should theoretically be able to, like, get back on stage with a rising up air and, like, cover himself and maybe clip mute. Dude, Casper is fucking dead. I don't know if y'all saw that shit. But he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sometimes Cola just plays too fast for his own good. If you play fast, there's only so much that you can control. Like, you can play fast, you can use a lot of moves, and you put your opponent to the test to have to deal with them. But you're also, like, forsaking decision-making sometimes while playing fast. But Mutace was fine with Battlefield, but not Small Battlefield. That's really interesting. Usually when I ban Battlefield, I ban Small Battlefield. Yeah. Well, it's been 56 minutes, and I don't want to end the stream 4 minutes before an hour. I want to get it to at least an hour. So, what entertaining thing could I do? I gotta be content pilled. That's the thing. Gotta be... Yeah, I think that Mutace a lot of times will like do stuff fast under the guise that he's like thinking about each move, but he has the same end goal in mind. He'll like do this, and he just wants a fucking tomahawk grab. It's just a matter of like when it's gonna happen. I think the main takeaways from that set are you don't want to take Peach to a stage where she can like hold her stage control really well. It's nice if you have platforms to escape to off the ledge. That would have helped Cola on Battlefield specifically. Nah, bro. Take it from me. Don't get a camera. You don't want you don't want that mug on a stream, dude. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I think that'd be cool. I've always wondered. I never like really wondered that hard why you never stream. It just like kind of makes sense to me, I guess. What was I saying? Totally lost my train of thought. Main takeaways: stage choice was really important. Cola definitely thrived where he could juggle Peach a bunch. Hollow was a mistake. For some reason, Mute just covered that platform really well and didn't do so with the other ones. I guess because they're on the other side of the stage from where Mute was sometimes when it came to like Small Battlefield or PS2. Yeah, I definitely think you have that going for you. For sure. What else? Space aerials. He wasn't really winning the close-up interactions, but he was getting conversions off of interrupting what Mute was doing with aerials or like with down tilt. Get rid of turnip ASAP. Stop using turnip. He used the angle of Roy's up B really well to like get back to stage, but I think that was just faulty on Mutace's part. I don't know why he kept trying to dare the ledge when he got upbeat for it every time. Yeah, the only issue with that Copal is that you would have to like play for like 30 hours a day, like Peanut does. That's how he gets the views. He's the grinder low tier main. I know you got 30 days worth of Smash Bros sets, or 30 hours worth of Smash Bros sets. That'd be cool though. It'd be cool if you had me as a guest and I just A, beat your ass on stream, or B, did a VOD review with you or something like that. That'd be cool. I'm not necessarily like doing this for content. It's more so that I can like vocalize my thoughts instead of just like peering. Like just peering at a screen like this. And like being left to my own thoughts, because I think a lot of times vocalizing stuff like that really helps. But now it's been an hour, so I'm going to end the stream. Yeah. I actually saw something similar to that. I saw like one person say peanut. I don't remember who it was. They're like, damn, I thought they were really good, but it was just not really. Which gives me hope. As long as you know the Little Mac matchup. Maybe if you know the Little Mac matchup that well, it doesn't matter who's piloting Little Mac.